Welcome to a journey through the world's most breathtaking mountain destinations, where adventure is raw, authentic, and affordable. Pack your bag. We're about to discover the greatest mountain getaways that won't break the bank. Our first stop is Nepal, a land where the earth rises to meet the sky in a breathtaking display of nature's grandeur. This is home to the world's highest peaks and the legendary Himalayas, a place that has inspired adventurers and dreamers for generations. But you don't need a huge budget or elite mountaineering skills to experience this magic. Nepal welcomes everyone, from seasoned explorers to first-time trekkers. Trekking is the key. Routes like the Annapurna Circuit and Everest Base Camp are accessible and budget-friendly, offering unforgettable views and a true sense of accomplishment. Along the way, tea houses dot the trails, providing warm beds, hearty dal bhat, and a cozy refuge after a long day's hike. Here you'll share stories with locals and fellow travelers, forging friendships over cups of tea and laughter echoing through the mountains. The Nepalese welcome is as breathtaking as the scenery, with every smile and gesture making you feel at home. Namaste echoes genuine warmth in every village, a greeting that means so much more than just hello. Here, you'll wake to Machapuchare glowing at sunrise, the mountains bathed in golden light, promising new adventures each day. Sip chai in the crisp mountain air, letting the peace and quiet of the Himalayas settle into your soul. Listen as prayer flags flutter in the wind, carrying hopes and dreams across the valleys. Trekking in Nepal is both a physical challenge and a spiritual reset. Daily worries fade, replaced by the simple joy of reaching the next village and the sense of freedom that only the mountains can give. The richness of the experience comes from the culture, the people, and the mountains themselves, each step revealing new wonders and stories. Nepal proves that the greatest adventures aren't about money, but about the stories you collect, the friendships you make, and the memories you'll cherish forever. It's about the peaks you dare to climb, both on the trail and within yourself. If you've ever dreamed of the Himalayas, Nepal is your affordable gateway to the roof of the world, where adventure is always within reach. The adventure here is truly for everyone, families, solo travelers, and friends alike. Let the mountains move you, and discover a journey that will stay with you long after you've left the trails behind. Next, we cross to Bolivia, where the Andes rise wild and untamed. Bolivia's high-altitude landscapes, jagged peaks, salt flats, crimson lakes, are both dramatic and accessible for budget travelers. Cycle the infamous Death Road or trek the Cordillera Real for a fraction of the cost you'd expect elsewhere. Local transport and street food are incredibly cheap, stretching your travel fund further. Imagine standing on Isla del Sol, Lake Titicaca's sacred island, or stargazing on the Salar de Uyuni. Bolivia's raw adventure and vibrant indigenous culture are unfiltered and unforgettable. The altitude and terrain will test you, but the rewards are immense. This is a country for those who crave authenticity and challenge. Bolivia is where adventure and affordability meet at the top of the world. Come for the mountains, stay for the experience. Now let's journey to Georgia, a country tucked away in the mighty Caucasus, a land where ancient history, dramatic landscapes, and warm traditions come together in spectacular fashion. Here, the mountains rise like stone guardians, and every sunrise paints a new masterpiece across the peaks. Trek through the legendary regions of Svaneti and Kazbegi, where medieval stone watchtowers stand tall against glacier-clad mountains, creating a landscape that feels straight out of a myth or a timeless epic. These valleys have witnessed centuries of stories and are still alive with tradition. The Mestia to Ushguli trek is more than a hike. It's a journey back in time, winding through remote villages and untouched wilderness. And the best part? The cost is refreshingly low, making it accessible for adventurers of all budgets. Stay in cozy, family-run guest houses where you'll be welcomed like an old friend. Feast on khachapuri, homemade wine, and hearty stews, and experience the legendary Georgian hospitality that turns every meal into a celebration. Trails here are accessible, well-marked, and often require no permits or guides, making it easy to explore at your own pace. Whether you're a seasoned trekker or a casual hiker, Georgia's mountains welcome all. Don't miss the hike to Gurgeti Trinity Church, perched high above the valley, where you'll be rewarded with iconic views of the majestic Mount Kazbek and the sweeping valleys below. Georgia is a place where raw natural beauty, vibrant culture, and true affordability blend together like nowhere else in Europe. Here, ancient traditions and breathtaking scenery go hand in hand. Challenge yourself on the trails by day, then recover with feasts and laughter by night. Share stories with fellow travelers and locals alike, and savor every moment of the adventure. This is Europe's wild side, welcoming, affordable, and truly unforgettable. The spirit of the mountains is matched only by the warmth of the people you'll meet along the way. For a mountain adventure that feels both epic and intimate, Georgia is a revelation waiting to be discovered. Whether you travel solo or with friends, the memories you make here will last a lifetime. So, put the Caucasus at the very top of your travel list, and let Georgia's hidden mountain magic surprise you. In northern Vietnam, limestone karsts and rice terraces create a landscape unlike any other. The Ha Giang Loop, a legendary motorbike route, offers freedom and stunning views at every turn. Stay in village homestays, share meals with local families, and immerse yourself in the culture of the Hmong, Dao, and Tay people. Trekking around Sapa reveals valleys of terraced fields that change color with the seasons. Guided treks are affordable and support local communities. Here, adventure is about connection, nature, culture, and the open road. Northern Vietnam is a feast for the senses and the soul. Discover a mountain journey that's as enriching as it is affordable. Morocco's Atlas Mountains offer a world of adventure just beyond the bustle of Marrakesh. Here, the air is crisp, the peaks are rugged, and the landscape stretches endlessly, inviting you to explore its secrets. Trek through red valleys and Berber villages, where life moves to ancient rhythms. The sound of distant goat bells and the sight of terraced fields remind you that tradition thrives here, untouched by time. Imlil is your gateway. Hire a local guide and mule for a low price, supporting the community as you go. Friendly guides share stories of the mountains, and mules carry your gear, making the journey accessible for all. Stay in village guest houses, savor home-cooked tagines, and experience legendary Berber hospitality. Evenings are spent around the fire, sharing laughter and mint tea with your hosts. The ascent of Mount Toubkal is a non-technical but rewarding climb, with sunrise views that are truly epic. As dawn breaks, the sky glows pink and gold, revealing a panorama that will stay with you forever. The entire trek, including guide, food, and lodging, costs a fraction of similar adventures elsewhere. You'll enjoy hearty meals and warm beds, all while surrounded by breathtaking scenery. The Atlas Mountains are a perfect escape, accessible, affordable, and deeply cultural. Every step reveals new vistas and a deeper connection to Morocco's heart. Challenge your body, clear your mind, and connect with Morocco's mountain spirit. Whether you seek adventure or tranquility, the Atlas offers both in abundance. For a budget trek with stunning scenery and rich tradition, the Atlas awaits. Here, every path leads to discovery, and every encounter leaves a lasting impression. Find your adventure in North Africa, and let the Atlas Mountains inspire your journey. Kyrgyzstan is a mountain lover's paradise, dominated by the Tian Shan, the Celestial Mountains. Vast valleys, turquoise lakes, and nomadic traditions define this wild landscape. The community-based tourism network connects you with local families for yurt stays, horse treks, and authentic experiences. Sleep under the stars, ride through sweeping Jailus, and discover a culture deeply tied to the land. Even beginners can join multi-day horse treks, led by local guides. Kyrgyzstan rewards the adventurous and self-sufficient. The infrastructure is simple, but the hospitality is immense. For solitude, raw nature, and genuine immersion, Kyrgyzstan is unbeatable. Explore the Silk Road's wild heart on a shoestring. The Celestial Mountains are calling. Peru's mountains offer more than Machu Picchu. This is a backpacker's dream. Skip the pricey Inca Trail for the Salcantay Trek or the Santa Cruz Trek in the Cordillera Blanca. Trek past glacial lakes and towering peaks, all on a budget. Affordable set-menu lunches, cheap buses, and vibrant hostels make Peru accessible. Find solitude on high-altitude trails or join the backpacker community in Huaraz. Peru balances iconic sites with endless off-the-beaten-path adventures. Walk in the footsteps of the Incas and discover the world's most beautiful peaks, without breaking the bank. Peru is essential for the budget adventurer. Pakistan is home to the world's most colossal mountains, where the Himalayas, Karakoram, and Hindu Kush converge. The Karakoram Highway is your gateway, winding through glaciers and remote valleys. Trek to Concordia, surrounded by 4 8,000-meter peaks, including K2, for a fraction of the cost of similar expeditions elsewhere. Explore Hunza and Fairy Meadows for jaw-dropping views and legendary hospitality. The travel is tough, the infrastructure basic, but the rewards are immense. Pakistan is for serious adventurers seeking raw power and majesty. The culture is rich, the costs are low, and the mountains are humbling. Witness the world's greatest peaks up close. Pakistan is adventure, pure and simple. Albania's accursed mountains are Europe's last wild frontier. Hike the Valbona to Theth Trail, crossing panoramic passes and remote valleys. Stay in family-run guest houses, enjoy home-cooked meals, and experience genuine Balkan hospitality. The landscape is rugged, the trails uncrowded, and the prices refreshingly low. Encounter shepherds, ancient forests, and alpine meadows. Albania offers adventure, authenticity, and affordability in one package. Discover a Europe that feels untouched and deeply connected to tradition. The Albanian Alps are a blessing for budget travelers. Romania's Carpathian Mountains are steeped in legend and adventure. Trek the Făgăraș or Piatra Craiului ranges, drive the epic Transfăgărașan Highway, and stay in mountain huts high above the clouds. Explore Saxon villages, visit Bran Castle, and discover a culture rooted in the rhythms of the land. Mountain huts offer cheap, simple accommodation for multi-day treks. The people are welcoming, the food hearty, and the wilderness accessible. Romania is where history, legend, and adventure meet, without the high price tag. You don't have to travel far for true wilderness. The wild heart of Europe is waiting in the Carpathians. Our journey ends, but your adventure is just beginning. The world's wildest, most beautiful mountains are within reach. No fortune required. Pack your bag, lace up your boots, and answer the call. Subscribe for more inspiration and join a community that values experience over expense. The mountains are calling. Go find your wild.